Okay, I almost forgot my notebook, and I feel that a video of this nature very much needs a notebook, you know? So we got our pen, we got our notebook. I'm gonna be looking down some so I can cross things off my list. I'm trying so hard to stay focused in this video today. And you're gonna get to hang out with me while I practice the skill that I very much lack, which is not going off in tangents and not talking about things I love each particular item for 30 minutes. So good luck to you, good luck to me. I hope that you finish this video and I haven't aged you 20 years. We'll see how it turns out. Oh my goodness, before I get into my list, I should introduce myself. Hi, my name's Kendra. This is This Cozy Space, and we're talking about favorites, December favorites. I recently watched a YouTube video, and they did just like a good old classic favorites video, and I used to love watching those, and nobody really does them all that frequently now, but I thought, hey, I like watching it. I'm sure it's fun to create it. Let's try it out. And at the very end of the video, I'm going to add a bunch of free favorites. So if you want to partake in any of these and try them out for yourself, you can do so without spending any money. A little yin to the yang, you know? So hang out till the end so we can talk about the free favorites as well. Okay, let's just jump in. I gotta turn to the right page. And just so you know, today's video is sponsored by the color red. I love red. My most favorite color is yellow of all shades. And I love to wear yellow whenever I can, but for some reason, red has really just been speaking to me this last month. So I got done all of my Christmas sweaters and they have a lot of red in them, and I decided to get a pair of red shoes to wear with them. And you know what? These red shoes made me so happy. Even when I wasn't wearing them with a red sweater, maybe I had on like a green plaid and I put these on. It was just like the pop of the fun color. I realized how much I stinking love red. So then I went a little red crazy and I got a red beanie. I got some red socks. I got this super cute vest. Red plaid vest. I wore this recently in our Christmas Day vlog, so if you want to see what it looks like on, you can check it out in that vlog. And I needed to update, oh, I also got this red headband, and then I needed to update my lip color. I was out, and my favorite shade of red is a purple blue red. So I went to the grocery store, because I get most of my makeup at the grocery store, and walked up and down until I found a color I wanted, which was this one. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Maybe that will work. Yeah. So you can see that it's a really pretty kind of deep purple red shade. Actually, when you put this on, it's a lot lighter than what it looks like in the tube. I'm wearing it right now, but I don't have only this on. I also have this Wonderskin color, which do you see? They're both that really pretty kind of just like purple red. This is a lip stain. So when you put it on, it's blue. Don't be scared. You leave it on until it starts to crackle a little bit, and then you just wipe it off with a towel and some water, and it stains your lips for the day. You could just go like that. Sometimes I'll just put like plain old chapstick over the top. But if I really want to bring a lip look together, I'll slap some of this over the top as well. But this is also very pretty on its own as well. So you can't go wrong if you like lip colors in these shades. And I should also say that I will try my best to leave links to everything down below. If I can't link it, I will type out what it is in order of how I'm sharing it in the video. And along the same beauty stuff, I have fallen in love with these. Have you seen these? You might not know what this is unless you have gray hair like I do. But it's like eyeshadow for your hair, basically. You get the color that matches your hair, and then it comes with, this is where the magic is. You probably could just have this and just go get eyeshadow from somewhere and it would work, but they're not that expensive. You take this, you dip it in the eyeshadow, and then you go over your roots, where maybe you have a little bit of the gray popping through. Maybe you color your hair at home and it's just like not time for you to color it yet, or you can't get into your salon. Amazing. You can get them on Amazon. There's tons of different companies that make them. I've tried several different and they all work pretty much the same. I should also say it doesn't get on my pillowcases. I was worried about that and it's not happened yet. In the hair department, we're gonna move on to hair accessories. Why hair accessories. I love hair accessories. I have for a very long time, but I have been trying really hard to not wear my hair in a top knot. I don't know if I'm just getting tired of the way it looks. Don't get me wrong, never say never. I will wear my hair in a top knot. I sleep with my hair in a top knot every night, but I feel like a little hair scarf makes me look a little bit more pulled together. So I have this one, I wear it all the time. You may have seen it before. This is another go-to one. I love the different prints on the sides. And then I have some like this, which are scrunchies with a little, you know what, on the end. This style is actually really cute with the top knot kind of hanging off to the side. But what I do is I will just take my hair like so and tie it up like this. I just tie it tight. I don't put a rubber band or anything else in it and it stays put. I might have to like adjust it during the day, but it keeps my hair off my neck and out of my face. And then I think it looks kind of cute and it makes me look a little bit more pulled together. You can find these in packs, all sorts of places, and they're not very expensive. Something else I have really been loving is a good bow moment. Who doesn't, right? We're all loving the bow trend right now. But I have bows in all colors. They're great just to kind of like clip in. It's cute and fun. And then when I wear my hair down, this is my version of wearing my hair down. That's a fun curl. It's having a moment, isn't it? Should we just let her have her moment? Okay, just calm down, lady, calm down. When I wear my hair down, I can't go with nothing in it. My bangs will hang in my face, so I usually will take bobby pins and pin just kind of the top section of my hair back, or a little fun headband. But I also really love these mini clips. They're just, you know, claw clips, nothing groundbreaking, but I like the size of them and how I can just kind of gather that top part of my hair, and it's very quick to put it in. Something else I really love, oh, stars. We know I love stars. That's not a new thing. I've loved stars forever, but you put stars on hair accessories and I have to have it. And just so you know, if you ever see anything with a star on it, it's mine. I've lost it. It's supposed to be with me. I don't know how it's out in the world. It needs to come back to me. But when I saw this one, I honestly had to get it, obviously. But I will take my hair and I'll put it down in a low pony, and then I'll just pin the little star. What is it? I almost called it a paper clip. Bobby pin? Why does that feel weird? No, it is a bobby pin. And then you just see the star poking through. This is kind of fun. And I haven't worn this yet, but I really wanted to share this one because it's so cute. And you know, Easter will be here before we know it. But look at this hair scarf I found. It has a bunny. Are you kidding me? I don't know if you'll be able to tell when it's in my hair, but my heart will know. And my heart will have loads of joy. Ah, oh my gosh. Should we try it? Let's try it. Eee! Let's see what she looks like. Okay. Okay, that's gonna be so cute. I'm not waiting until spring to wear that. I'm wearing that ASAP. Y'all, get the little things that make you happy. This was like 75 cents. And I knew it was kind of quirky and it's not for everybody, but get the little things like this. They do bring joy. Even though people say things don't bring joy, they can for just a little bit of money, you know? The next thing I'm gonna share, you're gonna think I got it out of my husband's closet, and rightfully so. They're shoes and they're huge. I wear a size 11 shoe. I know, they're big. I'm a tall girl, so it kind of evens itself out. But I've had these boots for a couple of years, and for some reason, I've just really been drawn to them a lot more this year, and they've been my go-to boot to wear. I'm almost embarrassed to show you because they're so big. I want to say like, oh, they just look really big. They're not that big. They are as big as they look, and they probably make my feet look like 5 sizes bigger than they are. But when you're a big-footed sister like myself, and y'all, I also have a bunion, which adds to the big-footedness, okay? It's hard to find shoes. And when you can find cute shoes that you feel like pull your outfit together, who cares if they're huge? But I love to wear these with my jeans that are kind of short. You know, that's kind of the thing right now. They're a little, and like I said, I'm tall, so they're even shorter on me than they probably are your average gal. So I needed something like this, or I will do like a slide on or something, and that still looks cute. But also, if I'm wearing leggings and a sweater, and then I put these on with some cute socks poking out the end, then I feel like pulled together, you know? I put these on as often as I would just like grab a pair of tennis shoes. They're so squishy and they're so comfy. I can't recommend them enough. Again, I've had them for a couple of years, so if I can find a link, I will definitely link them down below, because you might need some man shoes for yourself. Maybe you have big feet. Anybody out there have big feet like I do? I don't want to be alone. Tell me if you do, so we can be friends in the comment section. On the topic of feet, I want to share something my husband and my boys got me for Christmas. And when I opened this, I was kind of like, why do I need this? But I have loved the junk out of these. They're just cozy socks. These are actually called reading socks, which spoke to my heart. But they have that like grippy thing on the bottom. Both pairs do. These are a bit more like loosey-goosey and kind of bendy. And they have that Sherpa material inside. These are a bit more structured, but they still have the Sherpa material in the side. He said he got me this pair because my boys really wanted me to have this pair, and then my husband felt like I would like these better, so he also picked up these. But the cool thing is to have two, because I can wash one and I still have one. But the reason I didn't think I was going to like them, that sounds mean. You know when you say something and the second it comes out of your mouth, you're like, ooh, take it back. I didn't think I needed them, okay? We'll just say that. Because I have house shoes, and I love my house shoes, which are red, by the way. I buy the same pair of house shoes every year. And they're great, but you know what? They're not super cozy to like cuddle up in and watch a movie or read a book. And he knew that. So he's like, I thought you could just put them on when you sit down to read. And that's what I've been doing. So I keep them in my library, and when I wake up at the butt crack of dawn, I usually get up around 5, and I creep down and go sit in my granny chair. I will take off my house shoes and then snuggle in with a pair of these, and they make my feet so happy. And like I said, I have big feet, so when my feet get to enjoy like cute things like this, they're extra excited, because the big feet don't get things like this very often. So yay for the cozy socks. He knew. The next item I'm going to share is a little different. It's a little niche, but we are doing my favorites, and these have made me so happy. Maybe they'll help somebody out, and I don't know. Let me know if this is helpful to you. Glasses. I just got a new pair, and I love them so much. I wasn't looking forward to getting a new pair of glasses because I had a couple of sets of frames that I liked a ton, but my husband was like, you just go get like an updated prescription, see what they have. And I bought one pair, which I love. They were Ralph Lauren tortoise glasses with a green like whatever earpiece, I guess is what that's called. But y'all, I had so many issues with them. I had to go in so many times and get them adjusted. I fought for those glasses. I wanted them to last. I wanted them to be the ones, but I ended up having to return them, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to share this, because I got these from Lens Crafters. And the cool thing is that you go in person, they have people there to help you pick out the glasses, which is super helpful. And then when I went to return them, they were so nice about it. I felt so bad. I felt like I was doing something wrong, because I'm like, well, what are you going to do with these glasses now? You know, they're so expensive. Glasses are so expensive. And they're like, girl, it's no big deal. We just return it. I didn't feel bad at all. They were so understanding. And then after I returned those, nobody was mean to me. They were like, let's go shopping for more glasses. They walked through the store with me and tried on, and were so honest about, oh no, not those, or yes, these, or okay, now let's compare this to. I had the best experience shopping for these glasses, besides the ones that really weren't that great. But I guess I'm sharing because if you've been on the fence about going to get glasses and you're trying to decide between like an online company and an in-person, if you're somebody like me who's a little particular and a little indecisive, you just can't beat like going in and having somebody help you pick out and be honest with you about what works and what doesn't work. I mean, we considered my hair. You can't do that whenever you're on a website. And I was in there so many times. She like learned my fashion style, and she's like, you're not a boring kind of a girl. You want something with a little bit of pizzazz, but classy. And I'm like, yes. So we landed up on these. So I returned that pair. these were actually cheaper than the original ones that I bought, which how often does that happen? This is just the Lens Crafter brand of glasses, but I thought I would share in case you're on the fence about which way to go and you need glasses. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take my prescription and now I'm gonna go to like a Zenni or something like that, and I'm gonna get a couple of cheap pairs just so I can have some like in my car and around the house. But this was like my starting point. So if you're able to do something like that, I highly recommend. And if you have a face shape like mine, I thought I would share in case you're on the hunt for glasses. Maybe it's helpful, but yay Lens Crafters for being awesome and having great customer service. I sat down, y'all saw me with my little notebook. She cute, right? It's a new notebook. I got it at Walmart, and I think this is definitely a December favorite. Walmart notebooks. I've been a fan for a while. I've showed you this one recently in my January reset. This is old, but I looked and they still have it online, and I believe all of these are around $7, maybe like $8 and under. I love how floppy this one is. This is my goal setting kind of just heart journal. And then I recently picked up these two. I love, can you see that? Maybe you need to put it in front of my face, but can you see the texture? It looks like a linen book, and I love the colors. This is my YouTube planning notebook. And then I could not leave this beauty behind with the birds on. I'm a huge bird fan, and I think I'm gonna use this to plan out home projects and different things we have going on in the house. So yay for fun notebooks. I imagine there are several of you watching that also love a good notebook at the beginning of the year. Do y'all use pop sockets on your phone? I know there's several different types of systems, but I'm a big fan of a pop socket. And I think it's really hard when you don't buy them in person, like me. I usually get them off of Amazon. There's a lot of knockoffs and ones that are not great. In fact, I recently bought one. Right as I put it on my phone, the paint scratched off, and then 2 or 3 weeks later, this little circle part was separating from the plastic part that pops out. What a bummer. I think I paid 12 bucks for it and it didn't even last. So I was a little nervous about getting this one, but it is so cute and the quality is really good. So I thought I would share just in case you're in the hunt for a good quality pop socket. I love it so much that I have two. It's the same one. This is my old cell phone. She doing so good. And then I got a new cell phone and I bought the same one to put on the back of my new little cell phone. Actually, she's not little. She's much bigger than my old one. How is that gonna fit in my pocket? I don't really know, but we'll figure it out. This is something I use every single day, sometimes twice a day. This is mug right here. You can get this mug at Walmart. It's the brand TAL. I love the handle, I love the size, I love that it feels like I'm drinking out of a mug, but it stays hot. And I have Yetis, this same style, but Yeti, but they're so clunky. You know, the handle is like very square. I should have grabbed them so I could show them to you. I still have them, my boys use them now, but the handle is very square and it's kind of wide. This one's just like more slim and should trim, and I just think it feels good in my hand, and it actually keeps my tea hotter than the Yetis do, which I feel like it has to all be the same technology, but this one, she's the good thing. It's got the lid, the little like spout. Love her. She's not very expensive. Walmart for the win yet again. This next one is on my phone. Hold on one second. Okay, have you heard of the app 1 Second Every Day, or 1SE? I don't feel like I hear a lot of people talking about it, and I think it's so amazing. So when you go into the app, which is free to download, it looks like this, and then you can have all your different projects that you're working on. But what it is basically is a video or photo journal of your year. But it doesn't just stop at that. You could do so many different projects with this. You can add other family members or friends into your project, and you guys can collab and add different videos and photos to make a video. Maybe you're going on a trip and you wanna just do like a little video montage from your trip. You can do that, have people add to that. Maybe you're getting married and you want like little clips of what everybody's doing at the wedding that you're missing out on. Have them add to the collab video, and then it's amazing. I've even done projects where I took little short clips of every book that I read throughout the year, and it was so neat to look back and see where I was when I finished a particular book or what I thought about it. If I liked it, I would hug it or give it a thumbs up. If I hated it, I would throw it across the room. My boys have also done 1 second a day projects as well. We mainly use it to document our family throughout the year. And if you look on our YouTube channel, I recently shared our 1 second a day project for 2022, 2023, and 2024. And I can link them down below or up here somewhere so you can watch them if you haven't. I think if you watch those, you too are going to be a fan of 1 second a day. It's such a neat way to look at all of the beauty that happens throughout your year, and it's so easy to keep up with. So 2024, I wasn't the best about loading into the app frequently, but I would still get on my phone and take little clips of stuff. So I took a day. It took me 40 minutes. It wasn't a day, but I took a day after Christmas and just sat on my phone and loaded the little clips to the app. And then it says, do you want to put them in chronological order? I clicked yes. It put them in order, and then I saved it to my computer, and I was able to make the video that you now see here. That's the 2024 video. It took me a little bit longer. I take it into Premiere Pro and I add music and stuff to it, but you can keep it very basic and just do that. Y'all, what if you're pregnant? If you're pregnant and you want to document like your pregnancy with like little clips and pictures, the possibilities are endless. The fact that it's called 1 second every day, I feel like it's a little, it kind of closes off the flexibility of the app a little bit. But if you kind of like get past that and you think about all the different ways that you could use it, I think you'll really love it. And if you do the free version, I think it's just, you literally can put pictures and a video that's 1 second. But if you do the paid version, which is what I have, you can do clips up to 10 seconds. And I do clips and pictures. So sometimes you can get hung up in the thought of, oh, I don't have a picture for every day, or I don't think I can take a video for every day. That's fine. You don't need to do one for every day. You can just add what you have. So right now it's January, let's look at my watch. It's January 12th. Look at how much I have in my 1 second a day project for the year. 6. I have 6 clips. That's it. And that's all good, because at the end of the year, I'll have a ton more, and it'll be so cool to look back on what was going on in our year. All right, that one I talked about for a long time. I just feel like, why are more people not using that, you know? Okay, we're gonna go on to the food section, and then we have our free section coming up. So, do you know about blueberries, frozen blueberries and yogurt? Do you know about this thing? I was inspired by my boys. So my boys love frozen blueberries. They eat them like candy. I love a good blueberry. I put blueberries in my yogurt all the time, but frozen blueberries is a whole different thing. So I saw them munching on those frozen blueberries and just how much they loved them. And then I thought, well, what if I just mix some of that in my yogurt? Let's just try that. Let's be wild. And guess what it does? It thickens your yogurt up like ice cream. If you're a girl like me who doesn't have a lot of possibilities for treats in your life, I have a lot of food restrictions due to health stuff. When I can find a treat like that, it is just amazing. So here's what I do. I take the frozen blueberries, I put them in the bottom of my bowl. I put some of my favorite keto yogurt on top. I love the coconut or the vanilla. They're my 2 favorites. I don't like any of the other flavors. Coconut, vanilla, that's it. The other ones taste like medicine and like artificial. And then you can put your fixins on top. Pecans are also magical. I don't know what it is about a pecan in that concoction, but they all just work together so well. And then I will do cacao nibs, or if I'm really feeling fancy, some Lily's dark chocolate chips. They get cold from those frozen blueberries and they have this nice crunch. And then on the top, I will put Catalina Crunch cereal. I just take a little bit and I just kind of like break it up in my fingers and sprinkle it over the top like a granola. So stinking good. And the other thing that I've really been loving lately, again, maybe you already know about this. Let me tell you this. I don't have TikTok. I have Instagram, but I try to not scroll on Instagram. So I never know what is something that everybody's known about forever, or what is something that maybe I have discovered. I have a feeling this is one that everybody's known about for a really long time. My friend brought it to a Christmas party and I was like, oh, why did I never think of that? that's different. That's a whole different level of goodness. It's called a hummus plate. Y'all are probably all like, Kendra, we already know, we already do it. But just let me just talk about it for a second, because I just discovered it and it makes me really happy. So what she did was she took a plate, smeared hummus all over it, and then she topped it with chopped up cherry tomatoes and cucumbers, dill, and feta cheese. But when I did it at home, I sprinkled some olive oil over the top, some salt and pepper, a little smoked paprika. I did the dill, but I also did Italian parsley. Oh, so good. And I can't eat it with crackers and things like that. My boys do, but I can't partake. So my husband thinks I'm pretty crazy that I scoop it up with a cucumber, because there's already cucumbers all over the top of it, which I get that, but it's still really good with a cucumber. But recently I've been doing a bell pepper, and I cut the bell pepper up kind of like a scoop, and it's so good scooped up with the bell pepper. That's my new favorite. But the good thing about it, it's like a 2-in-1. We always have some left over. And the next day I will take it and I'll take a bunch of shredded lettuce and some fresh arugula, a little salt and pepper, a little drizzle of olive oil, and then I'll scoop whatever is left over from our hummus plate onto my salad, and I have the most amazing salad the next day. Now, I know this isn't particularly a winter food, but I'm enjoying it now, and I know for sure I will be enjoying it in the spring and the summer. What do y'all think? How am I doing? I know I'm talking a lot. I know I'm going off on some tangents, but I feel like for my first try at this, like I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. So a round of applause. I think the more I do it, the stronger the muscle will become, and it'll be a little bit more streamlined. So thanks for hanging in with me today. If you've made it this far, we're about to get to the free favorites. And I would also love to hear from you in the comment section if you're watching. Do you have anything that you really enjoy that's free? Because I'm gonna need all the free favorites to try. So share with me so that I can try and then maybe include them in a future favorites video. Did you know that Libby, as in Libby the app from the library, that's free, has magazines? I know, I knew too, but in case you're like me and you weren't really like paying attention to it, this is your push, a gentle, loving push to go and check out the magazines on Libby. They're free, y'all, and they're amazing. I'm a like paper girl. I don't like a lot of digital stuff, and I just like the feeling of turning a magazine in my hands. But Christmas time rolled around and I was just jonesing for some holiday home decor magazines, and they're so expensive. They're like 18 plus. I don't even like spending that much on books, and I love books. So I decided to go and just see what they had on Libby, and they did not disappoint. Every like big home decor magazine I could ever want, they had it. And I spent so much time romanticizing the whole experience. I would light a candle, I made myself a hot cup of tea, I got all cozy, and I sat at my desk in my library and just perused those digital magazines. When you click a button, you know, it kind of turns the page like this, so that kind of helps that feeling of not holding it in your hands. And I was inspired by so much that I saw, and it made decorating for Christmas this year so much fun. I implemented a lot of the things that I was inspired by in those magazines in our home, and I'm looking forward to doing it again next holiday season. But if you're not into home decor or things like that, don't let that turn you off from checking out Libby, because they have something for every single hobby, interest, something you want to read about. There's magazines for kids. So just have a good time exploring. And if you do, let me know if it brought you some joy, because it sure did me. Okay, earlier in the video, I was talking about a YouTube channel that inspired me to make today's video. I really wanted to start doing favorites, and I thought about doing favorites for the year, like just one video that's dedicated to food finds from the year, and then one that's for like beauty, one that's for home stuff. But I just feel like that would take up the whole month, and I want to include other content as well, and you only have so many hours in the day. So I came across Kristen or I think it's Maddie and Kristen. They're two sisters, they're huge book lovers, and their channel is focused around their book loving journey. They share books that they read. They have a podcast. I think they're really big on TikTok. Again, I don't have TikTok. I'm not a cool girl like that, so I don't know. But I love like their relationship and their banter. And yes, it's a book channel, but they do share favorites videos as well. And it's very much like old school favorites. They do one every month, and they just kind of share, like I have here, random favorites, and they add in some of their books they're hoping to read for the next month. So thank you to them for inspiring my video. Their following is very large, so they probably will never see this or know that this is here, but they still were very inspiring to me. They recently went on a trip to Ireland and vlogged that. So there's other content kind of thrown into the mix with their book stuff. They read high fantasy. I'm not that cool yet. Maybe someday. I do love fantasy, but I don't know that I've crossed over into like high fantasy just yet. At least I don't think. I'm trying to think of some books that I've read that like maybe it could be fantasy, but I think they primarily read high fantasy books. So I'm not getting a lot of book recs from them, but I'm there for the vibes, and it's good vibes. Another YouTuber that I found in the month of December is this peach of a girl. Her name is McCary. I want to call her Macari, but it's McCary. McCary Epsy is the name of her channel. Again, you see that little tail? Oh my gosh. I will link. And to cry. What's going on out there? Huh? I will link her channel down below, and I'll specifically link to one of my favorite videos that I've seen from her recently. That is so distracting, but we got to carry on. Okay, I will link one of my favorites that I've watched from her recently, but it is kind of a vlog style of her and her dad going on a road trip with no phones. So they're navigating using a printed map. They stop and ask for directions from locals. They don't have an alarm to wake them up in the morning because their alarm is on their phone. It is so wholesome and so precious. And she's younger than I am, and she's in a different stage of life than I am, which, don't we love YouTube for that? I love YouTube for that. I don't need to only follow people that look or act or are living exactly like me. I love to see what other people are up to, and she's a good example of that because we're in different life stages, and I still just get giddy joy from her content. If you haven't watched, she's got a big channel. Maybe you already know about her, but if you haven't watched, go check her out. I'll link her stuff down below. Something I started in the month of December is doing squats after my meals. Yeah, it's real exciting stuff over here. I heard this doctor talking about blood sugar stuff and how blood sugar issues are the precursor to a lot of like dementia or Alzheimer's, things like that in the future. I have blood sugar issues. I have something called reactive hypoglycemia. We can talk about that a different day if you want to, but I'm always very aware of what I'm consuming, what my blood sugar levels are doing, what my stress levels are, and I want to try to do everything I can to support myself so that I don't have to have my family taking care of me in my older years. So this doctor said, just do squats after you eat. 30 squats after every meal. And I thought, I can do that. I often will go outside and walk. We live in a cul-de-sac. So after I eat, I will go out and just walk the cul-de-sac a couple times, or I'll walk around my house a little bit. I also got one of those walking mats. So I will just get on and walk on that a little bit. But I kept making excuses like it's too cold outside. I don't want to put clothes on just to go. Sometimes I'm like lounging, you know, and I don't want to get out of my PJs just to go walk for a little bit. And so I thought 30 squats, like nothing's gonna stop that. I can be like super busy and get 30 squats in. So I started doing 10, and then I'll take a little breather, you know, just like 5 seconds or so, and then I do another set of 10 and then another set of 10. So over the month that I've been doing that, my squats are so much more controlled now. They're much deeper, and I don't really need to take those breaks in between. I can go all the way through if I want to. But I also have started doing like where I squat into a deep squat, do a mini squat, and then back up. Deep squat, mini squat, back up. So it's like evolving, and it's kind of cool to see just in this last month how I've like strengthened my leg muscles a little bit and maybe helped my blood sugar. I don't know, but I'm sticking with 30 right now, but I think it would be cool over time to maybe up that number. Sometimes I'll do like rounds of punches. I'll do a dance break. The idea is to get your body moving after you eat and get your heart rate elevated to help with the digestion of your food and your glucose levels. And I'm really liking it, and I'm planning on sticking with it. I don't think it's something that's gonna like help me lose weight or anything, but if it's gonna help my blood sugar and it's free and easy to do, yes. I have one more left in our free category, and this one is more of a personal project. And I think as time goes on and we do more of these favorite videos, in the free section, it would be kind of fun to check in and share some personal projects that I'm working on that have enhanced my life or my family's life, and maybe some way it could motivate or inspire or connect with somebody else, and it's free. So it's, why not try it, you know? So we are very, 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 very busy. And I don't love a busy schedule. I never have, I never will. And if you didn't know this, we are homeschoolers. I know some of you may have just like randomly happened upon this video. And I think a lot of people attach homeschooling with the stigma of them not being out in public and not getting socialized and being kind of awkward. I will tell you that our experience is completely different. My boys are go, 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 go. They're in so many classes. They have so many friends. They are overly socialized. I am overly socialized. I need a break. And so I knew come December that we were going to be given this gift of beautiful time. Our homeschool co-op is on a break. Their extracurriculars are on a break. We are on a break from homeschool, which means I am not needing to lesson plan or prepare for classes. And I wanted to take that time just to be home and be still. And so I told my boys ahead of time that we're gonna practice saying no in December. And this is not because I'm trying to keep you from having fun or to take you out of any opportunities that might come your way, but we are so busy. I think the only day that they have open in their schedule is Friday, and that ends up being an errand day. So come Saturday, Sunday, we are like all white. And I noticed like they're bickering more. I'm not staying on top of my home projects or have the energy to tackle extra projects like decluttering and organizing, or even pouring into passion projects like this and get creative, which is so good for a creative person like me. I need an outlet like this. And I thought, we're gonna practice saying no in December, and we're gonna see how it feels, and we're gonna see if I notice any shifts, and then we'll revisit our schedule in January. So here's what we noticed. My boys are much more calmer. They're doing a much better job of being patient with each other, and I think it's because they're not pulled and stretched so thin and have like a negative balance in their bank account with how much peopling that they have left to do, and they are tighter. They're not going off to play with this friend or having this friend come over or doing this. They know that they have each other, and it's bonded them tighter than what they have been before. I'm not saying that they don't still fight. They do, like their siblings, they're very close in age. They do still like bicker and fight as like typical kids do, but it's a different level of that, and the interaction is different. For me, I am less on edge. I'm naturally a very anxious person. I get overwhelmed and stimulated very, very easily. And I feel like as things have come into play over this last month, I needed to have this picked up for this, or somebody was waiting on this. I wasn't so fried, and I was able to handle those tasks in a much like calmer state, which you heard me talking about my blood sugar and stress levels. It's something I have to think about quite frequently because stress affects your glucose levels. And I felt like much more of an even kill, calmer, happier person. But let me just say, all of these things we're doing out of the house, so much fun, so much stinking fun. I want to do them all. I want to be a part in all of it, and so do my boys. But I had to kind of realize that yes, the opportunities are there and they're fabulous, but it's okay to say no. That when we're saying no to that, we're saying yes to something else, and we need downtime. So the end of the month of December hit, and I talked with my husband about what we should do and how I felt like we needed more than just a day at home. And we kind of talked about the things that we had noticed, the shift in myself and the kids. And we came up with a plan to drop one of their extracurricular classes, which like, it's so hard because it's one that they love and I love. And it's so great, and so many of their friends are in it, but it's a 30-minute drive there, a 30-minute drive back in traffic. It makes making dinner a complete like stress. We get home right at 5:30, which is when we eat dinner, and I was having to do crock pot meals all the time, which like nothing wrong with that. I love a crock pot meal, but it was just stressful. And then it was on a Monday, and it's starting off our week and rolling into Tuesday, which we have another activity, and Wednesday, another activity, and Thursday, another activity. It was just too much. So if we remove that one activity, that gives us the potential, if we don't pack Friday, having Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday more flexible and more time to be at home, and more of those like consecutive days versus having kind of like this chop up thing. I think you almost need, for us, more days in a row at home, because then you have time to recover and then time to kind of get into something that's creative or something like that along those lines. So practicing being at home and saying no to beautiful opportunities, which was so hard, but it worked and it was very beautiful, and I've learned a lesson in the midst of it. So I'll have to check back in maybe in February favorites. That's going to be a hard one to say, and let you know how things are going a month later. But we are 2 weeks into not going to that particular class, and it already feels like, oh, I just feel more at peace. So, okay, y'all, thank you so much for making it to the end. If you have any free favorites in mind, let me know below. Let me know in the comments so that I can try them out as well, and maybe include them in a future favorites video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.